after this season. So Ian Begley did have some words about IQ and his contract extension. He says it would be really shocking to me if the Knicks did not sign Quickley to a big extension. Now, I would like to know what is considered a big extension because there are other comparables. You look at some other guys out there in the league and what they're being paid, anywhere from 15 to $21 million for guys that are coming off the bench and cooking. So we as fans are gonna have to see what Begley thinks a big extension would amount to. Foxy, if you had to sign Quickley to an extension now, any ballpark figures as to what you probably offer him?
Yeah, I would, be in the 13 to 15 range. Hopefully we can get it for 13 million a year. But he's absolutely a keeper. And you want to tie him up now, like Ian said. Don't wait to the last second on this guy.
Yep, you don't want to put yourself in a situation where he might feel disrespected come contract negotiation and feel like maybe his services are valued elsewhere, because he's definitely a key cog with him being a spark plug. I think when Himmanuel quickly hits a three, it just changes the energy in any arena, whether it's home or away, because when it's home, the home crowd starts to get amped and realize, okay, Quick is cooking. He has the ability to take over a game in terms of knocking down some crucial three-pointers and sapping some of the momentum from opposing teams. And the same thing when it's away games. Those big threes help quiet a crowd, and I think that really helps energize this team when they're out there and they get to shut up an opposing team's fans. I think that's really a motivating factor out there for them on the court in terms of the mental game and the psyches of our players. So with Quick, he definitely is one of the big pieces of this squad moving forward. So we definitely have to lock him up, within reason. I'm not saying go out there and give him crazy money, but it has to be comparable with what other guys are making out there, or else he's going to look to see and get more on the open market.
Yeah. And we know he's valued because the phone has been ringing for the last year to the front office saying is IQ available. So that's a really great sign when teams are saying, looking around, who do we want to add that makes our team better? Makes the players around him better, has a great motor, can play great defense, is getting better every year. That guy is Himmanuel Quickley. Let's see if he's available and see if we can steal him from the Knicks. And that's why Begley was right on, like, yo, this is a keeper. This is a foundational piece that we must keep.
And you mentioned he's getting better year after year. I mean, we've seen a major development in his game. When he first got here, the only option he had to go to in terms of mid-range shooting was that floater. Now we're starting to see him actually pull up, some jump shots, a little float, fading away, things like that. There's some versatility to his offense now once he gets within, anywhere from 15 to 18 feet. There's other things that he can do to help keep opposing defenses, off balance, if you want to put it like that. And another thing he's done is he's put on some weight, and that has definitely helped his ability to finish at the rim. We're going to show you some stats that are going to back that up, but also let's look at this tweet from Tom Piccolo. It says Himmanuel Quickley has been elite at finishing through fouls. He creates and ones on 33.8% of his shooting fouls, with ranks in the 81st percentile among wings via at cleaning the glass. All right, they list IQ as a wing, but combo guard probably makes more sense. It's very impressive given he is still adding strength and he is still building upon that frame. So Quick has definitely showed the ability now to get into the paint, finish through contact, and also get fouled. And when he does get fouled, he's a great free throw shooter. So for the most part, those drives to the basket are as effective as him shooting three-pointers. You look at him creating and ones on 33.8% of his drives to the basket and his shooting fouls. There's guys around the league that don't shoot 33.8% from three. So now he's getting an opportunity to do that on that many of his drives, which is, to me, essentially a three-point shot, with the fact that he's able to knock down the three as efficiently as he's been able to do since he's gotten into the league. So that's definitely big with the development of Himmanuel Quickley. And those and ones, like I said, are momentum building. So he gets those and ones, the crowd is hyped, the team is hyped, and it helps us, battle through whether we're down or whether we're up and we're trying to sustain a lead. So that's very big when it comes to Himmanuel Quickley and his play out there on the court.
Yeah, as Clyde would say, he does it the old-fashioned way, man. Those and ones. So, but also, like you said, that development, hezzy dribbles going to his left hand off the backboard, like you said, pulling up with a classic traditional midi besides the others. And he's adding more and more to his game. I can't wait to see the next couple of years as this development, continues. So, yeah, really impressive. He's a beast, folks. He looks like he's the skinny, slender guy. Oh no, man. He is ripped. He is literally like an MMA fighter, man. You see him, you like his stomach muscles and his just his shoulders and everything else. He's a beast, man.
He's definitely been putting the work on in the gym, and it's also helped, like we've seen with him finishing through contact. And I think it's also helped him be more open to attacking the basket as well, knowing that he'll be able to fight through some of that contact and be able to weather it, not get injured, and things like that. So we went through and we made a slide. This was at the request of Jesco, so salute to Jesco for pointing us in this direction. So we decided to look at Himmanuel Quickley, his percentage of field goal attempts by distance, and also his field goal percentage by distance. So if you look here in this season for his 2-point attempts, 51.1% of his shot attempts are 2-pointers, and on those 2-pointers, he's shooting 52.5%. And look at that compared to what he did in his first 2 years. He shot 44.8% on 2-pointers last year and 40.1% on 2-pointers during his rookie season. And heading into this season, he said one of the main things he wanted to do was to shoot over 40%, and knocking down your 2-pointers at this high of a rate is definitely going to help you try and keep that field goal percentage over 40%. And then you look at the 3-pointers, the percentage of field goals has kind of dipped a little bit in terms of 3-pointers, but you can see the efficiency is better than what we saw last season. I think a lot of that can be explained by him not taking as many bad 3-point attempts where you're kind of scratching your head. You're like, all right, quick, calm down. You're not Steph Curry just yet. You might want to chill a little bit. So if you look at this, you can definitely see how his splits has changed and how his percentages have increased year over year. I mean, look at from 0 to 3, 67.4% is what he's shooting in terms of his percentage on those shots. So he's extremely efficient.
At the rim, basically.
Pretty much, and he's extremely efficient in that area. You can attribute that to the additional muscle mass he packed on, and also he's having a higher percentage of those shots coming at the rim, 13.1% compared to 9% last year and 5.9% the year before. So you can definitely see that the additional weight has helped him be more confident attacking the basket and has helped him be better at finishing through that contact as well.
Yeah. Again, shout out to Jesco. We call him a field producer because he comes up with ideas. And the same thing to you folks. Shimmy MD, others have given us ideas about, hey, any chance you guys in your data mining expertise could put together some numbers like this? And so we got the request from Jesco, and you see it. But like he said, that 13.1 at the rim from 0 to 3 from 5.9 his rookie year, that's a Tom Thibodeau point guard getting to the hole. But also that all the way in the right, folks, that corner 3, rookie year, 7.9% of his shots were corner 3s. Now that's up almost 26.8. Yo, and also, folks, we have in there blocked. So, his rookie year, 25 times, 33. RJ has had his shot blocked 70 times, I think, in 51 games. And, IQ's, he's smart. He doesn't get his shot blocked. He uses his smarts and everything. And that weight that he's talking on, for the and ones. Look at the and ones, folks. 24 and ones. That's all about strength right there. And we're not even talking about how the strength has helped him on the defensive side of the ball. So, but if you look, folks, he's gotten better every year, pretty much. That's the development curve that you want to see. That's why the phone's ringing for this guy.
Mm-hmm. And you can also attribute the reason that the corner 3 has gone up a lot more is the fact that now a lot of times he's playing off of a real point guard in Jalen Brunson. When those two share the court, you see a lot of synergy between them, and it allows Quick to kind of change up his game a little bit, where the ball's not in his hands all the time and he's focused more so on catch and shoot 3-point opportunities. So that's definitely helped attribute to the increase you're seeing in his efficiency.
Yeah, and folks, remember that this is for the season. We just showed you earlier that he's actually shooting higher for the last 42 games since the Tibbs changed it to the 9-man rotation. So the numbers from 3 are even better.
So Quick has definitely been balling, and with that, you're gonna have to open up the checkbook and sign him to a reasonable deal, which leads us back to what started the discussion and the fact that we're gonna have to make decisions on both Himmanuel Quickley and Josh Hart. So